Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KillJoy Jake YouTube channel. Ho, 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 ho. We got a whole bunch of rats running around tonight. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Let's talk a little horror. Jake's excited tonight. Gunner is with us, saying, am I the only one who thinks that what the conversation between Charlie and Jill was to go plan murdering all their friends? You are not the only one, my friend. I'm with you. They were definitely trying to murder their friends. Yes. We're out the gate with some Scream questions. I love it, Gunner. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Tara Salgado is saying, Jake, do you know the release date for Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2? I have heard so many different things about it. The trailer did not give us any confirmation as to when Winnie and the gang of pals, woodland critters, whatever you want to call them, didn't give us a whole lot as to when they're coming back. I've heard Valentine's Day, I've heard the 16th, I've heard later in February, I've heard so many things about February, so I feel like it's coming out this month. You won't have to wait too much longer, Tara. You got a pretty awesome name, though. Just like Jenna Ortega's character in Screams 5 and 6. I was going to say a little bit of trivia, but it would be I think it would be kind of wild if someone here didn't know that character's name. Aqua Death, what's up? I love the profile picture. I love it. There's a little subscribe in there. Make it happen. You're on your way to being a full-time YouTuber, my friend. Hello. Welcome in. Julian, King Julian. What's up? Yo, what's up, bro? How's it going? What's up, Julian? Welcome in. What's your opinion on Puppet Master and Phantasm? Because I personally love them. Whew. Oh, the Puppet Master franchise is crazy. Cray, as the kids would say. But Phantasm, I love. I absolutely love these movies. Very underrated, very fun, very over the top. I love them. The little ball with the screw in it, like, that's sick. That's fucking, is that like the most surface level thing I could have said about Phantasm? Probably, but you know, like when something just hits in horror, like when that dude has the ball like fly in through the fucking room and it drills into the guy's skull, I can't get enough of it. Like, honestly, I wish I had 7 more movies of that. I love it, man. No, great stuff. Some great characters in Phantasm, too. It's a very underrated aspect to it. Eric Z, what's going on, my friend? How's it going? Thanks for being a channel member, dude. Saying, happy Monday, Jake. Gotta go with Elm Street 3, although Terrifier 2 is amazing. Nancy and Sienna are among the best final girls ever. Can't disagree there, my friend. Listen, today's matchup was tough. I gotta say that. And I might have been a little too hard on old Elm Street 3, if I'm being real. Elm Street 3 is a lot of fun. I recently went through all those movies again, you know, and I was just like, dude, some of these characters are kind of bad. You know, I think that kind of leaked into my Nightmare 3 video a little bit today. But, oh my God, I love that movie to death. It is so much fun. Didn't mean to come off as an Elm Street 3 hater, because I ain't. I ain't, my friend. I love Elm Street 3. That's one of the good ones, because there are good Freddy movies and there are bad Freddy movies. And there's kind of no in between, and I think that's really funny. Welcome in, Eric. Paul is with us tonight, too, saying hi. Hello, Paula. What's up? Welcome in. Who else is with us tonight? Talking more about little Terrifier 2, Nightmare 3 stuff. I like it. Going with Dream Warriors 2. That's all good, my friend. I love it. I love that you love that movie, man. I love it, too. I just don't like that the kid turns into a wizard. RJ Skarenki, what's up, RJ? How's it going, man? Let's talk some Scream 7 and Terrifier 3. I'm all down for it tonight. Oh, it's getting sensual over here with RJ. He's all down for it. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. We're talking about Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift as the next 2 ghost faces. Whew, I don't know. I don't know, RJ. I don't know, dog. Taylor Swift's too much of a protagonist. She's too lawful good, I think. The Swifties wouldn't have it. They simply wouldn't have it. Scott Walker is with us tonight, too. What's up, Scott? Saying, since Nev Campbell hopefully will be in Scream 7. Hang on, everybody. I'm so sorry. That is coming through my headphones. Oh, wow. That's fucking me up. There we go. I'm like, I can't hear shit through these things. I don't know what's going on. I had them, like, all the way down. That's cool. Scott saying, since Nev Campbell will hopefully be in Scream 7. Fingers crossed, Scott. What does that mean for Matthew Lillard's return? Will he be revealed as a surprise killer? Well, what they did with Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh, like where he just kind of shows up at the end through the Doctor Strange portal. That's what I want for Stu. He cut like there's a CRT TV in the back corner of the room, and like a Doctor Strange portal just like opens up, and he like swan dives through it. That's what I want to see, Scott. I'm with you there, man. Welcome in, dude. Welcome, welcome. Billy Jennings, what's up, what's up? A newer channel member. What's up, Billy? Welcome in, my friend. Thanks for being part of the cult. I love it. Drinking up on the Kool-Aid, my friend. What's up, what's up? Sarah Campbell, the queen. Little princess wave. What's up, Sarah? How's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Denisha's with us too. Howdy, hey, howdy, hey. Welcome, welcome. Bunch of channel members. Love seeing it, love seeing it. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate y'all. Tyrese Daniels, Dr. Lawrence Gordon. I'm a doctor. He's a doctor, guys, in case you didn't know. Oh, love it. Ashley's with us too. Hey, y'all. What's up, what's up, what's up? I'm in my, like, DJ mode this afternoon. I don't know what it is. WPKX, The Fish, on 107.9. What am I even doing right now? Who else is in the chat? Dawson, with a big old fish. Holy crap, that's a big fish. Saying, I hope Art the Clown kills Santa in Terrifier 3. Dude, you might have that wish secured here in a little bit, my friend. Art the Clown is literally wearing Santa's face. It's right there. If you don't believe me, it's right there. I feel like he's cutting that guy's face off. I don't know. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, if I was in Vegas, I'd be betting on old Santa losing his face in that movie. And I mean, you know, yeah. Anyways, Dawson, welcome to the stream, my friend. Appreciate you. Digging the music. I'm bopping at work. Billy, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. I wrote that myself. You might just hear it pop up in a brand new little movie I'm working on, too. Hoo-hoo. Man, I did not make that subtle. Mr. Marcos, Ice 9 Kills interview with KillJoy Jake. I like the sounds of that, Mr. Marcos. You're speaking my language. Old Jake is going to try to have some Scream folks on the channel real soon. Maybe some people I met over the weekend. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. I'll keep it mysterious for those out there who don't know. Old School is saying, hello, my fellow outcasts. Wow, way to just throw it in our face like that, Old School. Damn, we get it. We're weirdos, okay? Damn. Well, welcome in, dog. Noah Atkinson is saying, what's up, Jake? For Scream 7, the core 4, Gil Weathers, Sidney Prescott should all be the main focus at the same time for the sequel to Scream 6 for the final chapter in a tropical setting. Noah Atkinson comes in these chats all the time, and he wants that tropical setting for Scream 7 so bad. And dude, I can't argue with that. That would be really sick in my opinion. A lot of people here, you know, Scream in a tropical setting. They're like, dude, you're going to melt in that Ghostface robe. I don't disagree. Listen, I was wearing that thing in the summer in Ohio here, and that was, whew, oh, that was a lot. But you could have Ghostface running around in air conditioning at night. I don't know. It works for me. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for tropical set Scream. I want to see Scream in the snow, though. I really want to see that, too. You know, I'm so divided, Noah. I don't want you to get all angry at me. Because I get it, you know? Tropical Scream would be sick, man. What else do we got going on here? I like Scream and Ice Cream. I like those things, too. Saying, would you rather fight Michael Myers or Leatherface fist to fist? Does Leatherface have a chainsaw, though? Or, like, is he putting the dukes up, you know? Same with Mike. Wait, that's another question. I have so many questions. Like, why does Michael not have a knife? Why does Leatherface not have his chainsaw? Like, are we just, you know, putting the dukes up and we're just, you know, a little bit of that? I feel like I could take Leatherface. Without the chainsaw? I mean, look, man. We're talking about the same dude who dropped a chainsaw on his leg and then just cried about it. Okay? I could take him. Michael Myers, I don't know. Like, Tyler Mane, dude, I don't stand a chance. Like, I'm tall, but I'm a twig, dog. I haven't been to the gym in like a month, too. Tyler Mane would, like, just take me out, dude. It would be sad. They'd be like, wow, thought KillJoy Jake would last a longer chance. No. Albany Saratoga media collector. Just doxing yourself in your name there. I'm just kidding, man. What's up? How about Robert Englund or Kane Hodder as the next Ghostface? Oh, man. I mean, that is a match made in heaven, my friend. That would be awesome. Robert Englund has said he's too, and I'm quoting him directly. I'm not making fun of the guy. He's too old and thick to play Freddy Krueger. He's thick, all right, with 3 C's. But let me tell you, I would love to see him in a Scream movie. I think that would be like this weird meta full circle thing. And Kane, I mean, dude, Kane Hodder is just a living Easter egg. Like, if he's in anything, it's like, oh, Jason. You know what I mean? It would hurt me not to do it. Like, the inner Randy from Scream in me, I couldn't hold back. So I would love to see that. That'd be a lot of fun. Who have I not talked to yet? I got to get to everybody. Everyone who comes in this chat, if I don't say hello to you, I swear to God, I'm going to lose my mind. LUFC is saying, have you seen the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 trailer yet? Yes, my friend, I posted a little short about it on the page. It's all good if you missed it. I'm just a little heartbroken. That's all. Just a little bit. A little crack in the heart, you know? I'm just kidding, man. What's up? Saying, okay, yeah, trailer. Talking about the trailer. Sorry, staying focused. My ADHD is all over the place this afternoon. Blood and Honey 2, I gotta be honest. I didn't hate the trailer. I did not hate it. I wasn't like, oh my God, this is gonna be the best movie ever. But I had fun with it. I thought it was cool. It was like, all right, this is a step up. This is a step up from where we were a year ago when the first Blood and Honey came down. So, I don't know, man. I think it's going to be better. The effects look better. I don't know. I'm like, okay, I applaud that. I applaud improvement. You know what I mean? Even if you're going to make your movie based off of some shit that's fallen into the public domain, I applaud it. I applaud the fact that they've increase the production value and all that. I don't know. There's that at the very least. Is it still going to be bad and goofy? Of course it is. But come on. Gotta look for the positives and the silver linings, baby. Next Gen with a space wave looking profile picture. I feel like I'm in Tron looking at that thing. Is saying if Sydney doesn't come back, maybe they could turn 7 into a Scream Presents type of movie. If they try to pretend it's the 7th main movie, though, I don't know. I like the idea of Scream side stories. I've been trying to take a sip of this and like I just keep running my mouth. Yes, I like the idea of doing side stories personally. And like, you know, if Sydney doesn't come back like you're talking about, I would not be, I said this in my short too, like on Sunday or whatever. I would not be against like little solo pocket stories like what Evil Dead is doing with Ghostface encounters with other characters. I do feel like I'm with the vast majority here that I do feel like Sydney should come back for one more though. There's at least one more. There's one more there. Come on. Got to talk about her family. Chrissy Rengert is saying, is Ice Nine Kills interviewing Jake or is Jake interviewing Ice Nine Kills? I don't think they would have any interest in interviewing me, dog. They're a huge metal band. Like, I would have to interview them. Tell you what, it would be an honor, though, if Spencer was just like, hey, Jake, we want to interview you. I'm like, oh, okay, fuck. I'll talk with Ice Nine Kills. Why not? Ashley Whittington. What a formal name, Ashley. Wow. I came underdressed is what happened. I should be in my suit and tie for this. Ashley, thank you for the $20, my friend. I really appreciate it. Yo, Jake, love the new content. Keep it up, man. Thank you so much, Ashley. I really appreciate it. You know, it's been tough. I've been getting less views and all that, but I know it's better content. I know it's stuff that you guys will dig more or less than if I was just to post, you know, this or that. I think I'm going to go a little more hardcore on the Versus videos, focus on that being like the main series on the page for a little while until I get an editor. But I want the content on here to be good. And Ashley, I'm glad you're digging it. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you. I don't want to stagnate. You know, I want to just keep making things get better and all that fun stuff. So Ashley, thank you so much for the $20. I really appreciate the support, my friend. And thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Really does mean a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Johnny Hideout, UK. Johnny's hiding out in the UK. What's up, Johnny? What's up? What's up? Thanks for the support, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Monday, bro. I am nostalgic, so I'm inclined to Nightmare 3. No real questions. Just wishing you an awesome day. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Hell yeah. You know, that was my first mistake. I just came out the gate gunning with that one. You know, I was like, damn. I'm stepping on some toes, shitting on old Nightmare 3. I got my heater on, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 2 seconds. Hang on now. I'm getting to it. I'm sweltering. I'm sweating out of every hole. Anyways, Nightmare 3, dude, I totally get it, man. I love it. It's a great movie. It's badass. And I think I was a little too harsh on it, if I'm being completely real. But I really love Nightmare 3. I don't want people to come off like, oh man, this guy just hates Freddy Krueger, but he likes Art the Clown. What a weirdo. No, dude, listen, I can't say that. I can't say that you can't like Art the Clown without liking Freddy Krueger, but they're very similar entities, man. I mean, they are both these goofy ass motherfuckers, and I love them both. I love them both to death. I'm glad they're not real, but I love them both to death. So, dude, I totally get it, man. Nightmare 3 is banging. In fact, I would go so far as to say it's bussin', Johnny. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. And you have an even more awesome day, an awesomer day. I'm creating that word just so that your day is better, Johnny. Thank you so much for the support, man. Thank you. What's up? Oh, that's what's up. I just like saying what's up. Jerry Wilson, what's up, man? Look at that. I got it in there again. Hello. Is that Doug Bradley? Is that? Oh, that's Doug Bradley in your profile picture, man. Badass. I love it. You and Doug. We had Doug on the page last October. He was very nice, very kind gentleman. Loved him. Loved talking with that guy. I was a little intimidated, I'm not gonna lie, but it was great talking with Pinhead. Oh my God. Big Chiller, what's up, Fall Guy? How's it going? That Winnie the Pooh poster is fire. It kind of is, though. You know, hate to say it, but it's kind of rad. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Blaze, rocking an epic hairdo. What's up, Blaze? How's it going? Saying, how would you, if Jamie Lee Curtis was Ghostface in Scream 7? What would my instant reaction be? Like, that would be my reaction. That seemed a little negative. Maybe more like a Home Alone. Like, I would do that in the theaters. No sound coming out of my mouth. Just, that's it. That's the whole thing. I think Jamie Lee Curtis would be great in a Scream film, though, for sure. She's in that in The Bear, which I've been watching. I love The Bear to death. I love The Bear so much I would start a whole YouTube channel just talking about that show. I'm almost through my second rewatch of the whole thing. Like, season 3 can't come out soon enough, but she is so good in that show, it hurts. Like, it hurts me. Her performance is so good. Fuck. Oh my God. Like, one of my favorite Jamie Lee Curtis performances ever is in The Bear. She is so good. I would love to see her in a Scream film. You want to talk about full circle, ladies and gentlemen? There you go. Halloween. She kind of is in Scream, you know, kind of through the TV, through Halloween. I would love that. I think that would be great. I would be all about that. You said specifically Ghostface, though. See, I don't know. Her as Ghostface. I guess she's kind of an antagonist in, well, not kind of, yeah, an antagonist in Everything Everywhere All at Once. So, like, that works for me, I guess. She can play evil. We just know Jamie Lee Curtis is the final girl. You know, she's going to be in a horror movie. I want to root for her, I guess. But maybe that's the twist. Huh. You think it's going to be Jamie Lee who's safe. Just a little bit of a red herring, and then, oh, no. She's coming after you. I'm into it. I'm into that misdirection, my friend. I love it. Mr. Rick has been a member for 10 effing months. Mr. Rick, thank you for your support. Almost a year. Holy shit. That's crazy, man. And, you know, another thing I love about Mr. Rick is he's also rocking the red right hand poster. You're awesome, man. Like, you're my favorite. You're always my favorite. Don't tell the other people in the chat, but you're my favorite. I'm kidding. You're all my favorites. Anyways, Mr. Rick is saying, I really enjoy the new way you are doing things. Mr. Rick, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot to old Jake. Like I said, just trying to make some good stuff. Trying to make some stuff that a year from now people will be like, you know what? That KillJoy Jake guy, he's onto something there. I like that. I like that year-old video from him. I like Scream and... Oh, wait, hang on. I like Scream and Ice Cream. Hang on one second. Mr. Rick, again, I would like to formally thank you for 10 months of supporting my page. It really does mean a lot. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, man. Yeah, just I don't even know. I'm at a loss for words because I'm so thankful. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. Y'all keep the channel alive, all the channel members out there. I like Scream and Ice Cream is saying favorite Korn song. Dude, how can I pick just one though? Korn is great. Oh, I love Korn. Like, genuinely one of my favorite bands. Maybe Coming Undone, but like I feel like it's got to be something from Follow the Leader, right? You know what? Hang on. I want to pick an obscure song from Follow the Leader. Obscured by Clouds, the worst Pink Floyd album. Since we're getting into music, I'm just like, oh man. All right, hang on. I want to pick a weird one. It's On. I love It's On. Dead Bodies Everywhere too. Mwah. Love it. Lots of great choices there though. I like their new stuff's actually pretty good too. Like their 2016 album is fire. Very good stuff. Mr. Rick's also throwing $2 out there saying, sorry, can't stay, watch it later. Here's a gift. Oh my God, Mr. Rick, you didn't even hear you didn't even hear all those things I said about you. Damn. Well, Mr. Rick, you're going to be watching this on replay and being like, that KillJoy Jake guy, he's an idiot, but he's funny. Mr. Rick, thank you so much, man. And Mr. Rick's just throwing gifts out, like, just all over the place here. He's gifting memberships. He's throwing $2 out there. He's throwing me little love letters. I'm just so thankful. Mr. Rick's the best. Thank you for the support, man. You're the best. Thank you. Wish you didn't have to go. I miss him already. All right, who else is in here? Who have I not said hello to? Oh, I'm going to get to everybody. Every single person in here. I'm going to say hello to you. CM Chunk. I love that last name. Chunk. Great stuff. Have you heard that Melissa Barrera was almost dropped by her talent agency after her latest controversial posts? I have. I posted a little bit about it on the Twitter. You know, that thing that the kids are using, that Elon Musk, him and only him, calls it X. Yeah, no, I saw that. She didn't get dropped though, so there's that. Our Scream Queen is still winning. That's how I'm seeing it. So crazy shit, Chunk. I love it. Wait, what's Billy saying? It will be coming, Jake. The verses are fun, but you keep doing you and we will be back. I appreciate that, Billy. I needed that little support right there. Thank you, Billy. Ty Lee is saying, is TCM Next Generation on the watch party schedule? I just bought the DVD and need motivation to watch it. You know, I need motivation to rewatch that one too, Ty. I'm with you on that 100%. Is it? Is it on the watch party? So I'm changing watch parties to Fridays now, which, you know, once again, that schedule I announced back like a month ago, that's going to be a living schedule. I'm just going to be so real with you guys. It's going to be moving around until I get this thing right. I'm getting it perfect. I'm getting a perfect score on my schedule. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm figuring things out still. We're in an experimental phase for the channel right now. Okay, things are going to get weird. They're going to get real weird. Yeah, you know what? We'll put it on there. Sure, why not? Why the heck not, man? I want to watch My Bloody Valentine next week, but maybe we'll get back to TCM right after that. Maybe we'll do like 2, 3, 4. Or maybe we'll hop around, man. You know, maybe we'll just, because I like, dude, there's a part of me, I don't want to watch 3 again. I'm going to be honest. I'm not crazy about 3. But maybe I need to do a rewatch. You know, maybe I didn't give it enough love, Ty. So maybe I should just go through the whole damn thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with watching Leatherface kill people. So yeah, we'll throw it on there, man. We'll make it happen. Villain Killin' Dylan, what's up, Dylan? How you doing? VKD is in the chat, looking pretty sick in that profile picture. Ghostface with some Christmas lights in the background. Yo, yo, yo! Welcome in, my Ghostface loving dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Marley Kai 2000 is saying, do I play Minecraft? I used to play Minecraft all the time. Like, that was my shit when I was a kid. Minecraft and Call of Duty. Now it's kind of just Call of Duty. Not gonna lie. I've been playing so much Call of Duty. I was playing Dead by Daylight a lot there for a while. But like, I don't know, me and my friends, it's just been Call of Duty nonstop. It's been very fun. I love all these games though. Like, man, I could play any of those all day long. Sarah Campbell is saying, join the channel and vote on the battle videos. Dream Warriors is currently crushing Terrifier 2 with 85%. It is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. And it's the same thing on Patreon too. I'm in the vast minority. Here, hang on, let me check the Patreon real quick. I'm so curious. Oh, actually, Terrifier 2 is winning on Patreon. Ooh. This is gonna be an interesting back and forth. Damn. See, like, what's interesting about the last couple of Versus videos is, like, it's been pretty much, like, yeah, one or the other, like, just totally one. But this one's close, ladies and gentlemen. This one's going to be very fascinating. The channel members are voting one way, Patreon members are voting another way. So I'm very interested to see where it all shakes out. But as Sarah was saying, join the channel, and then you can vote. It's just like $3 a month, nothing crazy, you know? I don't know. Just throw it out if you want. You know, once again, not forcing you. If you feel like it. Country Boy 7534. I wanted to make a joke there, but I'm not going to. What's up, Country Boy? How's it going? Who you think would win between Jason and Hatchet Face? I mean, Jason kind of came back to life, right? Jason was kind of like a zombie at one point. I haven't seen all the Hatchet movies, so I'm not 100% on my Hatchet Face dude. Is that you're talking about Victor Crowley, right? Man, that's a franchise I'm very unfamiliar with, unfortunately. Bit of a blind spot for old Jake. I gotta fix that. But dude, I love me some Jason. I want to go through the Friday movies again, which is why we're doing Friday the 13th watch parties coming up this summer. I'm excited for it. We're going to summer camp at Camp Crystal Lake. It's gonna be fun. Ashley S is saying, I can't stay today, but I just wanted to drop in. Ashley, I appreciate you for hanging out with me for as long as you did. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here. Someone's talking about Danny Johnson. Love it. Want to see him from Dead by Daylight? Get him in here. Carter Scotland Allen is saying, good soup. What's up, Carter? How's it going, man? I caught a little bit of your video today, dude. Carter watched A24 movies for 24 hours straight. That's wild. That's a feat right there, if anything. Ladies and gentlemen, you should check that out. Pretty interesting video. I tried to watch horror movies for 24 hours twice on this page. I failed the second time. Like, that is how hard that is to do. I did it. I did it once, and I was like, oh my god, that was so much. I didn't want to watch movies for like a week too. Like, I was like, I would go to bed and like usually I turn something on right before I go to sleep. I was like, nope, I'm just going to sleep. I'm movied out. That was crazy, man. Good on you though. Good on you for challenging yourself like that. I love it. Anthony Smith is saying, hi, KillJoy Jake. Hi, Anthony Smith. Hi, KillJoy Jake. How you doing? Can I have a lock of your hair? No, I'm just kidding. What's up, Anthony? What's up, Anthony? How's it going, man? Welcome in, welcome in. Thomas Cook is saying, hey, Jake. Hey, Thomas. What's up, dude? How you doing? Wait, there we go. What's up, Thomas? How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Thomas is saying hey to me twice. Hello, Thomas. You're so kind. What Lies Beneath is saying, hello. What's up, dude? How's it going? Skulls and Roses. I dig it. Joseph Gallardo. What's your take on Last House on the Left 2009? I like it. It's fun. I think I much prefer the original, which is maybe a weird hot take. I don't know. There's something about that original. It's really creepy to me. You know, it's this mix of really fucked up happenings on screen with this really like goofy country music in the background. It's just this crazy juxtaposition. You know, it's something that I totally understand why it doesn't work for a lot of people, but I find it interesting. It's not a movie I put on often, but it's one that I think it's a really interesting movie that pushes some boundaries. And I'm always fascinated by movies that push boundaries for one reason or the other. I think it's also interesting when people bring up Wes Craven. I've talked to a few people and they're like, oh yeah, he's like the Scream and Nightmare guy. Like he's I've heard some people, I don't have this opinion, but I've heard some other people say, oh, Wes Craven's so like, he's a little soft with some of his horror movies. And I'm like, dude, you gotta watch some of his early movies, man. Watch his 70s movies. He's like, he's a nut. Oh my God. Last House on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Brutal movies. But the thing about the remake for me is it's like, there's some movies that I feel like shouldn't be modernized. And that's one of those films where I'm like, that's kind of just trapped in time, how it is, in my opinion. I don't mind the 2009 one. Like, it's not bad. I think it's got some like really brutal kills, which is great. But I will say that kind of subgenre of R revenge movies, you know, I don't know, not really my cup of tea. Not all the times, but I don't hate them either. You know, I'm just like, hey, you know, at least there's the revenge part. The Field of Screams podcast. What's up? Field of Screams. I love that name. Oh, I would love to see a field of screams, like a field of people screaming. That sounds really morbid, huh? Damn. What's up? Welcome in, my friends. Howdy, hey. Sinister 5.0 is saying howdy. I love all the howdies, man. We got a lot of cowboys in the chat tonight. What's up, Sinister 5.0? Welcome. I wish they did a movie on Chop Top or something strange, like maybe a Drayton movie. Chop Top has his own like band. I don't know if you know about this or not, but Bill Moseley actually recorded songs as Chop Top, and it's ridiculous. It is just as ridiculous as you think. It's fantastic. I loved it. Very funny stuff. I can't remember like anything off the top of my head, but oh man, you gotta look. If you're a fan of TCM2, you gotta look that up. It's crazy shit. Field of Screams. I love that name too much. I can't not click on you. I'm going to be honest. Which series would you rather marathon watch, Paranormal Activity or Insidious? That's actually really tough because Paranormal Activity, I feel, I don't know if I agree with that statement. I usually like to binge watch franchises that have a little more diversity. So I'm trying to find which one has more diverse kinds of movies. That's really tough. You know what? I'm going with Paranormal Activity here. It's longer, sure, but I feel like there's more good Paranormal Activity movies than there are Insidious movies. That might be a hot take. Insidious 5 was rough, man. Like, you know, like that's how I'd have to finish the marathon. You know, and like by the time you get to an end of a marathon, right? You get through a lot of movies. You just want something good or you're going to start losing interest. You've been watching movies for hours and hours. To end it with Insidious The Red Door would not be as fun. I would much rather end it with Paranormal Activity 7, which, you know, not a great movie, but it's fun. It's a good time. I like it. Next of Kin. I like Next of Kin more than I like Red Door. And that's entirely what I'm basing my answer off of. More movies, but like I said, I think I would rather go through Paranormal Activity. I've seen the Insidious movies many times too. Like I've watched all of them at least 4 or 5 times, even the new one. Gavin Fitzgerald is saying, do you think a Halloween anthology series would work and have 1 episode each season by be Myers centric? That's really tough, my friend, because I think the issue with that, right, is like Halloween currently has 2 big ideas in it. A Michael Myers focused story versus Season of the Witch shit, you know? I don't like, you'd have to come up with more shit, and that's really the biggest question. Like, does that work? Is that good? Would that be something that people would want to watch? Is it going to stand up to these other ideas that are so beloved by the Halloween community? That's my biggest question. You know, that would be my biggest thing, Gavin. I am Oh, that's a face hugger. I was like, Gavin, hang on, pause. I was like, is that a ball sack in your profile picture there, dog? It's not. It's a face hugger. My nephew's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I got to stop swearing. Mr. Noodles, what's up? What's up? Terrifier is a scary clown. He sure is. Stay very far away from art. I just had that whole thing about ball sacks, and there we go. What's up? What's up, Troy? How's it going, man? Welcome. Terrifier is scary as heck. Scary as heck. TCM2 is goofy, but I like it. I love me some goofy horror. What can I say? I love goofy and goofy mixed with scary. It's a good mix in my opinion. For the love of rock. What's up, for the love of rock? How much money would Scream 7 make if Gary Barber was Ghostface and Sam stabs him about 50 times? I know that there's a lot of people. You know what? I gotta stop talking before I get a defamation charge, but that's what I'll say. You know, yeah, that's as much as I can say. Jaden Jones. What's up, Jaden? How's it going, my friend? Hey, what's up, Jake? Perfect timing. Weathering some Halloween 1 coveralls I got right now. Ooh, getting into some Michael cosplaying. I dig it. Dude, you're not gonna believe this, Jaden. At the old place that I used to work in this warehouse. I was like an electrician, believe it or not, for a little while. And I found these, like, I was looking for like a Michael Myers costume, you know, but all the coveralls I could find, like the blue ones or whatever, they were all like super expensive. They were like, I looked on eBay or whatever, and it was like, oh, Michael Myers exact replica. And it's like, you know, it's just coveralls. That's all it is. And they were like $200 or something like that. I'm like, come on. You're not going to believe this, dude. I found like the exact same thing my man was wearing in the movies. I have it in my closet now. Like I found it at work and I just like, I swiped it, dude. Like I was like, this has been sitting here for years. No one's using this. No one's going to miss it. I just took it, dude. And now I have a Michael Myers costume in my closet at all times. But that stays between me and all 52 of you. Understand? Hollywood Guy, what's up, man? How's it going? What's up, dude? Welcome in. Paula's going over to Night Watch. Tell him I say hey. I don't mind Paula. Just tell Night I said hello. I miss the guy. I didn't get to talk to him over on the Lethal Collective today. I miss him. What else is going on here? Carter was saying, I'm so excited for Twisters. I love that first one, you know. I'm not sure what the next one's gonna be all about, but whew. Well, probably, you know, multiple tornadoes, as the title would imply. Mr. Noodles is saying Paranormal Activity ending is depressing. I showed Troy here Paranormal Activity for the first time, and it is sad. It's a sad ending. Not every movie can have a happy ending, though, my friend. I remember the first movie I saw with a dark ending was Skeleton Key. Who stars in that? Is that Sarah Michelle Gellar? I don't think it is, but it's someone like that. Skeleton Key. Hang on. I know I'm in the middle of a live stream, but this is important. 2005 film. Kate Hudson stars in it. I remember loving this movie as a kid, but has it aged well? Great question. I need to go back and check this one out. But I remember just seeing this movie for the first time being like, oh my God, that was brutal. That was sad. I didn't know movies could do that. Why are movies sad? That's crazy. Why is this movie making me feel things? Sarah Campbell, thank you for the memberships. Oh my God. Appreciate it. Thank you. Not one, but two. That is why she is the queen. Sarah, thank you so much for the support, my friend. Bringing more people into the cult. You're the best. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you. Villain Killing Dylan is still waiting on news for Toxic Avenger. Me too. Me too, my friend. I heard some mixed things about the screening from last year. about the new one, but I'm still excited for it, man. I mean, you know, with the Toxic Avenger remake, I was not expecting people to be coming out of it raving. Because I don't, you know, if you guys have seen the original, you know, it's a very controversial film. There's a lot of things said and done in the film that, you know, some people are not going to be too big a fan of. A lot of crazy stuff happening in that. And if you haven't seen it, you have no idea what I'm talking about, watch it, check it out. Trigger warning, though, for those, you know, who aren't crazy about some of the crazier things about horror. I personally really enjoy the film. I think it's insane. It's ridiculous, but it is absolutely not for everybody, and it is surely an acquired taste. So I imagine a brand new take on that, right? It's not going to be for everybody either. Because we're talking about a small niche group of people who like that film, and now you're going to divide that group, right? So a remake of Toxic Avenger is immediately going to be like just nowhere near as beloved as the original, which already isn't like crazy beloved. Which makes me a little sad because I love trauma. I love trauma movies. I think they're ridiculous and super goofy. But yeah, when you're remaking a film in that small of a little region of people to love it, you're gonna have people who don't love it. That's just how it works. Oscar Hernandez is saying, hey, what's up, bro? I DM'd you a pic of my mask that Dermot signed for me this weekend. You met Dermot Mulroney this weekend? That's awesome. He parked next to me and we walked into CreepyCon together. No way. Oh my God, Oscar. That's so cool, dude. Oscar, I think we're friends on Facebook and Instagram. So I'm going to assume you sent it to me on Instagram. I'm an old man, you know, Oscar. Okay. I posted a photo on Instagram the other day, and I did it wrong. My girlfriend was not happy about that. Oscar, that's sick. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me show this off because this is sick. Oscar sent me this. Had to get a Dermot Mulroney signed Ghostface mask. Here we go. There it is. Signed in the mouth. Pretty sick, Oscar. I love it. That's dope as heck, man. And that's the Six mask too. So you got him to sign the mask from the movie he was in. That's an obvious. That should be a given, but that's badass, dude. It's awesome. Very nice, very nice. I'm jealous, honestly. I would love to meet Dermot Mulroney. I've seen him in multiple movies now where I loved the guy. Like, I just think he's so funny. He's so over the top. And you know what? He's moving up my list. He's moving up my list of ghost faces I love. You know what? Can I show off a little bit? Can I just show? I met the Scream Bathroom Girls this weekend. Nancy Ann Ritter and Leonora Scelfo, if I'm pronouncing her name right. I'm going to show off just a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on now. Oh. All right. Hang on now. So Nancy Ann gave me this and signed this for me. Gave me that, which I thought was really cool. And I'll read this crazy-ish to you. Apologies, but there is a swear word in here. Warning to those who are younger, who don't want to hear a cuss word. To KillJoy Jake, where do you get this shit? Nancy Ann Ritter, girl in bathroom. And I think that's awesome. I'm hanging this up. I'm getting this framed. I'm putting it somewhere on the wall. I don't know where or how, but I'm making it happen. She also gave me this, which I think is awesome, which is literally like, it's like a poster for their scene. I love it. Like, this is so cool. A fan made this, so I don't want to, I don't know, not 100% sure who did it. I don't even think does it have their name on it or nothing? I wish there's an artist's name, but Nancy Ann told me that a fan gave her that, and I think that's awesome. So I had a very fun weekend. It was awesome. Very fun time. I don't know. It was just really cool. Spur of the moment, went to a little con that was in the middle of like absolutely nowhere. Someone told me Nancy Ann Ritter was going to be there, and Leonora. I had never met Leonora before. I've been on a stream with Nancy Ann before, though, and I was like, oh my God, I got to go meet her in person. That'd be so cool. So it was great. It was such a fun time. So Field of Screams is saying, thanks for the compliment of the name. Absolutely. It's actually the name of a local haunted maze that me and a bunch of friends would go to when I was in school. Ooh, no way. Okay. That's awesome. Well, I see you like the name too. You liked it so much you named your podcast after it. I love it. That's awesome. It's very cool stuff. Was it a field? Like, was it like a cornfield with people screaming at you? Because if so, I'm down. I like it. Carter saying, give me more Alien movies. Dude, have you seen Fire in the Sky? I mean, like, it's kind of popular. It's like, that is on the border of popular and obscure. Like, I feel like some people have heard about that. Like, if you like Signs, I think you would like that movie. Fire in the Sky. Carter, I feel like you have seen that movie. Honestly. But if you haven't, Fire in the Sky is really good. That's one that I feel like doesn't get mentioned as much in the realm of alien movies. That's a good one. Fort Misery Gaming is saying, forgive me for not remembering, but where was Nancy Ann Ritter in which Scream movie? She is the girl. So the girls in the bathroom who are talking-ish about Sydney. They're saying, oh, she's got her bubble butt boyfriend, Billy. That's the one. That's the one line I remember. And this one, where do you get this shit? She's literally saying that right there in that scene. She says that. I can't remember what exactly they say, but they're trash talking Sydney. They're just being nasty old Sydney Prescott. And you know what's really funny too? Like, you know when you meet somebody and you kind of have a preconceived notion, right? You have a preconceived notion of like how this person is going to be based off of the characters that they play. Both of them, who, you know, kind of play bullies in this movie, are so nice. Like, so kind. Like, so unbelievably nice. They gave me and my girlfriend like VIP tickets to a screening of like a premiere for a movie that they were in for like the next day. They were like, here, take them. They're free. We want you to come. I'm like, oh my God, that's unbelievably cool. Like literally just because I was there. I'm like, that's so nice. That they're just unbelievably nice people. Not that I have any preconceived notions that they were bad people, but you know, that previously before talking with Nancy Ann, I really had only known her as Bathroom Girl who talked shit about Sydney Prescott, you know? I just think that's interesting. It's the same thing with people who play killers, you know? Matthew Lillard, Stu Macher, not a good guy. You know, not a guy I would want to be around, but Matthew Lillard, oh my God. Like, dude, I would hang out with that guy in a heartbeat. If my dude hit me up, sent me a text, said, come on over, and he's like in LA, I'll make the flight, dude. I don't care. Like right now in the middle of this stream, I would end the stream. I love all of you. I'm sorry. I love all 56 of you. But I'm hanging out with Matthew Lillard. Listen. So I don't know. I just think that's a wonderful little thing about this community. It's great stuff. Chaz Hamrock. Badass name, Chaz. What's up? Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Lightning Ghost is saying, it's crazy how a lot of people say John is not a killer, even though he literally slit the one detective and shotgun the other one in the first. Oh, John Kramer. I'm like, what? Well, you know, it's the funny thing about it is John Kramer himself says he's not a killer, you know? And I think it's very funny. It's a very funny thing about Saw. Because he is. I mean, he literally puts people in positions where sometimes they're just gonna die. Like, oh my God, that's crazy. But he's not a killer, you know? He gives people a choice, apparently. But I love it. I love John Kramer. I love his hypocrisy. It makes me just laugh. It makes me crack up, and it's something that I can go back and forth on and talk about. And you know, I don't agree with this, but like there is a really interesting argument to say that like John Kramer has a point. I don't think so. I'm not there, but I don't agree with that. Not part of his cult, but I do think it's interesting that so many of his like past victims and other people involved and who get entangled and stuff with all of his wrongdoings. Some of them do believe. Some of them are swayed. Amanda, I think, is a great example of that. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Like, it's such an interesting franchise. I can't wait for Saw 11. Like, dude, I'm dying for it. Can't wait to see Tobin Bell back in the next one. Fort Misery Gaming is saying, hey, Jake, just got back from a cruise to the Bahamas. Oh my God, that's awesome. Glad to see you here. What's your thoughts of I Know What You Did getting greenlit for the reboot? That is very exciting stuff. I just got that news like 5 minutes before I went live, dude. I had no idea. I've been trying to catch up with all the news from this past weekend, and then I just heard that. I'm like, oh my God. So I might do a little video on it tomorrow. I'm like I said, we're doing new content on here. I'm only talking about big news, but I think I do got to shift a little bit and focus a little more on the news on this page, because I'm just, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. You just can't shift your shit as much as you want to these days on YouTube. Too rough of a market, but I'm going to talk about it. I'm very excited. I can't wait for a new I Know What You Did last summer, man. We need another good one. Especially after 3, like, what was up with that movie? I Like Scream and Ice Cream is saying, do you agree Alien 3 is an abomination, an outrage against nature? You know, like, yes, I do. It's hard for me to argue with that because I just don't like it, but I love the director. I get why people have gone back revisited it and been like, okay, I kind of like it because the director's great. It's David Fincher, right? I know he did Fight Club, but he's done a bunch of other movies, and like just off the top of my head, that was him, right? Yeah, Alien 3. Yeah, David Fincher. I mean, dude, David Fincher is an excellent director. Don't get me wrong, but he's working with easily the worst script in that entire franchise, man. I mean, look, I don't know. Alien 3 just doesn't do it for me. But I mean, this is the same guy that did Seven, Fight Club, The Killer, which I still haven't watched from last year. I heard it was good. Gone Girl, the girl with the dragon tattoo, The Game. Oh, The Game is so good, so underrated. Zodiac, also a little underrated. Social Network, perfectly rated. A Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Panic Room. I feel like I haven't seen Panic Room. It sounds familiar though. But I mean, dude, this guy has put out banger after banger after banger. I totally get wanting to love Alien 3. I just don't. I'm sorry. Like, I know some people love it. Some people are like, oh, it's so good. It's a misunderstood movie. I don't know, man. Commits too many sins for me. Kills too many people from the previous movie. You can't do that. Can't kill Newt. You can't kill Newt. That's where I draw the line. Villain Killin' Dylan is saying, Jake, are you anxious for Scream 7? I know I is. Dude, me too, man. No, I'm very anxious. I'm very worried. And I got Anthony from Child of the Corn coming on Wednesday to talk a little bit about some of those worries. Dude, like, it's so up in the air right now. You know, like, we have rumors coming out every single day about, you know, people directing it, about shit moving forward, stuff not moving forward. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, what is going to happen with this movie? I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for something actual to come out. And I think that's why you see so many people coming up with stuff on Twitter, which that's been my big thing. If you guys will allow me to rant for a second, I just can't keep making rumor videos about literally nothing. Like, I don't know, like some things come from a place where I'm like, okay, I can see why that's a rumor. I can see that possibly being something, but people are talking about Robert Rodriguez directing Scream 7. That's not true. Like, look me in the eyes right now. That's not true. I would love for that to be true. I would love for Steven Spielberg to direct Scream 7, but that's not going to happen, dude. That's crazy. That's like Robert Rodriguez, man. Like, he's a great director. Like, he is one of my favorites. Dude's not going to direct Scream 7. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that would be great. That'd be so cool. But that's not going to happen, you know? Same with, like, dude, if Steven Spielberg was like, I want to direct Scream 7, that would never happen, but that would be so cool. I'd be like, oh my God, no way. Like, it's going to be great. That's sick. But that's just not going to happen, man. You know, like, I love The Faculty. That's an amazing movie, but Robert Rodriguez does not need to make Scream 7. You know what I mean? Like, he is sitting very comfortably on that Spy Kids money, dude. Like, he has made so many hits, so many great movies. He doesn't need to prove himself. We need people making these horror sequels that need to prove themselves, which is why the last two Evil Dead movies are so good. But that's why when Radio Silence got announced to do Scream, I'm like, oh, they're going to do a good job because they need to put themselves on the map. You know, Ready or Not was a big horror movie in 2019, but it wasn't something, you know, it wasn't like the biggest thing in the world. You know, Scream 5 and 6 like really had a grasp on people, man. It put Radio Silence on the map. I mean, like that was their big time, man. Like, they made some movies, you know, okay, they made some money, they were doing good, but now they're bigger directors now, man. They're gonna get some crazier, bigger roles moving forward. Because of that, I really think that if whoever directs Scream 7, it's got to be somebody who's hungry. You know what I mean? Someone who needs that, who needs a Scream 7, who needs to be part of the Scream franchise, who needs their face on the map, you know? And Robert Rodriguez doesn't need that, dude. He's Robert Rodriguez. Everyone knows who that is. Like, everyone knows the guy that directed Sin City, Machete, Planet Terror. Is it Planet Terror or Terror Planet? Whatever. Like, my man is fine. my man's doing good. So I don't know. I'm very anxious, and I want the rumor train to be over. I want to start talking about real news for Scream 7. I want something to get moving, you know? I think that's kind of been a big reason why I kind of shifted gears with the content lately, is because I just want to start talking about things that are real, things that are actually happening, not something that a person with 100 followers on Twitter came up with. So I don't know. I guess that's my rant. It's done. It's over. That's all I'm going to say. I love talking theories, though, you know? So, like, sometimes I see something about whatever the new rumor is, and I pitch it as a theory, because I'm like, okay, well, I can get away with it then, you know? At least it's a theory then. Because I love doing that. I love being like, okay, here's a crazy idea for Scream 7. That's fun. But, man, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't want you guys to believe something that's not true. And sometimes I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, that's not true. There's no way that's true. Anyways, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep chugging along here. Hollywood Guy is saying, where's The Faculty 2? It needs a sequel or prequel, in my honest opinion. I love The Faculty, man. It is a killer little movie. I mean, like, it's not really a slasher, right? But it kind of has that same Scream whodunit feel to it. I love it. I had a great time with that movie. I've heard rumblings of them potentially doing some kind of new Faculty, like some remake or whatever. Is that still going on? I feel like I haven't heard an update on that in a very long time. Kiki saying I had little faith and low expectations for Radio Silence for Scream 5, but they grew on me. See, I was already a huge fan. Like I loved Ready or Not. I loved Southbound, VHS, like pretty much every movie. Oh, Devil's Due too, which is so underrated. I really loved every movie they had made. So when I heard that they were tackling Scream 5, I was like, oh, that's exciting. I remember, like, I watched VHS maybe, I want to say like a couple years after it came out, and I was just like, I was enthralled. I'm like, these are so fun. Oh my God, I love these movies to death. I think I watched like I saw the first one, and I watched like the other two like the next day. Like I was like, oh man, these are so good. These are so much fun. I remember being so hyped when it came back too in like 2021 with 94. I was like, dude, the moment that dropped on Shudder, I played it. Like it was like 3 a.m. or something. And I'm like waiting there for VHS 94 to come out. And oh my God, it's just the bliss that I had watching that was so much fun. It's why we do it. It's why we do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Cook, am I excited for Stranger Things 5? Yes. Oh my God. They're filming it now. I'm so excited. Season 4 is personally my favorite season. I loved it. I think season 4 kicked ass. I'm very excited to see where it goes next. You know, Vecna, they're setting up Vecna as kind of like the big bad of the whole show. I love that. I thought the dude that played him was great. Jamie Campbell Bowers, was that his name? Awesome. Just an awesome character all around. R.I.P. To that character who died, for those who haven't seen it yet. I feel, I don't want to spoil shows, right? Like shows are a little harder to get through. Some people haven't finished it, but R.I.P. R.I.P. to that person. But yes, I'm very excited for 5. 5 can't come soon enough. Oh my God. Been talking about Stranger Things season 5 a lot with the buds and all that, and I'm very excited to see where it goes next. I have my theories. About stuff. Here's a weird thing though that you may not know. The Argyle, a character from season 4, is not coming back for the new season, which is like, what? Eduardo Franco plays him, and I think he's an excellent actor who's in a bunch of really good like other Netflix stuff too. I don't know why he's not coming back. Like, I'm actually a little mad. He's in this new movie called Self-Reliance, which is Jake Johnston's directorial debut. I recommend it. It's a really wholesome movie about murder. You wouldn't think those two things would go together, but it does there. I really enjoyed it. It's nothing like it's not gonna blow you away or anything like that, but it was a really fun, cute little movie, and I had a great time with it. I need a new Cloverfield movie. Marley Kai, last I heard, they were working on a sequel to the original. So like another found footage movie about the big monsters in New York. I want that movie so bad. I've been waiting for that movie since I saw the first one. Not that I don't like 10 Cloverfield Lane. Very fun movie. Don't get me wrong. The Cloverfield Paradox, that's rough. But I really like the second one too. It's fun. But I've always wanted a sequel to that original. Just another found footage flick with big monsters running around. Kaiju found footage. I mean, what? That's a great idea. That's awesome. Gavin is saying, what should be the next classic comedy that gets a slasher spin? Ooh, good question, Gavin. I like that. Comedy that gets a slasher spin in particular. What about something a little more modern, right? We're always doing parodies of old stuff. Like It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Knife. What if we did like Anchorman the slasher? Like how goofy would that be? And you know what else, too? Like, you want to get real Scream with this? Where the hell did comedies go? Okay? We haven't had, like, a big comedy, like, really since 2014. Like, there's been little things here and there. They've been trying to make it come back. We had that Jennifer Lawrence movie, like, last year or whatever. But, I don't know. It was fine. I don't know. Wasn't crazy about it. Strays, that was kind of funny. Whatever. But like nothing like 2014 was kind of where comedies died, right? We had The Interview. We had 22 Jump Street. Great, like really funny movies. The Interview is one of my personal favorites. That is a top 10 comedy for me. I don't know why. It just straight to my funny bone. That is one of those movies that I could put it on any time of the day, and I just love it. Cinematography's gorgeous. The jokes are hilarious. I love the cast. I don't know. Just it's one of those movies. It just does it for me. But ever since then, man, like 10 years, and comedies really just have not been the same in my opinion. So I would love to see like a slasher spin on like a really popular thousands or maybe early 2010s comedy, and kind of like comments on that. Like, where the fuck are comedies? Maybe have a little meta commentary in there. I don't know. That could be fun. That's a bottle pitch. Very, very pipe dream pitch right there. But I don't know. Something like that could be fun. Jason Rushman. What's up, Jason? Jason is so kind. Jason wishes me a happy Thursday, whatever day it is, all the time. So nice. Millie Bobby Brown knows me personally. Could there be a season 6? That's awesome. Tell Millie I said hello. Tell her I said I think she's amazing. She's a great 11. Could there be a season 6? Well, the Duffer Brothers have said that season 5 is going to wrap things up, and they're going to do some spin-off shows after that. So Stranger Things might be concluding the main story, but they're doing other stuff after that. There's one thing, like, I think there's an anime in the works or something like that, but they have also talked about doing like a whole ass spin-off show, like maybe a prequel to, like maybe more about the other kids at Hawkins Lab. I wouldn't be against that personally. I'd be into it. I know, you say that, right? And you think of that one episode in season 2, but here's the thing. The reason we hate that episode in season 2, where it's the other characters that, like what is it, 8 from Hawkins Lab. The reason we hate that is because it just felt so out of left field. It's like totally detracted from the story that we were telling, and just went off and did its own little thing in a crazy sandbox somewhere else. Imagine a whole show based off of that crazy sandbox. That could be good. But the problem is you can't just do that in the middle of telling a story, It's like Halloween Ends. You guys have heard this song and dance before, right? You can't just go and tell a story about something else because you're bored of the main story happening on screen. But I'll get off that soapbox for once. Anyways, Mastermind Killer. What's up, Mastermind Killer? Saying, watched The Faculty and Valentine last night. I forgot how awesome these movies are and how the background music is a mashup of the Scream 1 background music. Oh, I didn't know that. The Faculty and Valentine, so good. Some of my favorites from that time period, that whole little subgenre of 90s, like 90s slashers, Scream-inspired, horror movies, whatever. These are some of my favorites. Urban Legend is like my all-time favorite, but Valentine's number 2. The Faculty's probably that's tough. The Faculty, Valentine, and Urban Legend, like those are just that's my holy trinity of Scream-inspired horror movies. I love all 3 of those so much. So much fun. They're great, man. It's great stuff. Some great reveals in both of those too. I think they both have really excellent twists. The Faculties is a little obvious. It's like a teeny tiny bit obvious, but I still enjoy it. I think it's really fun. Joshua Baker, what's up, dude? Rock and roll, dog. If it comes down to it, that Texas Chainsaw Legacy is a real movie, and we find out who is directing it, I wouldn't mind being in it taking Leatherface. Ooh. Run it back, Joshua. That'd be awesome. Shoot your shots. Because you know what? You never know. You never know, dude. I know, some folks who have just been like, we're just gonna run it. We're gonna make it happen. And they do it. So do it. Do it, my friend. You never know until you try. Me personally, I'd rather get rejected than not try at all. That's how I look at it. Rat Race. Oh, I love Rat Race is great. Rat Race is super underrated. I haven't thought about that movie in years. Oh, I love Rat Race. That one's really funny. Very funny movie. You hate The Interview? That's all good, man. It is one of my favorite movies. I've probably seen The Interview 100 times. That's a movie I know line for line. Like I know I think I know every word of that movie, and I'm a little embarrassed by that. Favorite Friday the 13th movie? Either 4 or 2. Like 4 and 2 are my go-tos. I love them. I like 6. 6 is the one that everyone says is their favorite. I like it. 6 is very fun. But I think I just prefer the ones that try to take themselves seriously just a little bit. 6 is funny. Don't get me wrong. Like that, dude smacking his face against the tree and the smiley face. Great stuff. But something about 4, the characters in 4 are great. And then Ginny is my favorite final girl from the whole franchise in part 2. And I love the third act of part 2 as well. I think it's a lot of fun. Those movies are just, I don't know. They're like 2 and 4 to me are like, they feel like event movies. Like I feel like when I'm watching them, I feel like I'm sitting in the theaters in the early 80s, like watching slasher movies for the first time. I can feel that energy of those movies. It's like the creators knew they were making these for a bunch of teenagers. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's something fun about that to me. It's like, oh, this is cool. It feels like I'm watching the new hip thing, even though this is like a 40-year-old a 40-year-old movie. But don't worry about it. It's fine. Let me bask in the time when I lived in the 80s, although that never happened because I'm clearly in my 20s. 23 Jump Street has to happen. That would be great. I'd be down for that. And Step Brothers also, oh my God, I love Step Brothers. So funny. Great stuff. We're the Millers? Oh my God. Yeah, I love We're the Millers. You guys are throwing out a lot of great movies here. Neighbors. I like both of the Neighbors movies. Like both of those are really funny to me. Good Boy. I forgot. Okay, yeah, Good Boys is fun. I forgot about that one. Okay. That one was fun. I don't know, like for me personally, like 2014 was like the last time we got like a really like killer hitting comedy. Like there's been other ones, like, you know, Daddy's Home was kind of fun. It was like, okay, that's pretty funny. Had some good moments to it. The Other Guys, was that? I think that was like 2011 though. Yeah, no, that was before that. But I don't know. I off the top of my head, I can't remember too many things like past 2014 that like really blew me away. You know, really was like, oh, that's a comedy for the shelf. You know, I don't know. I think some people feel that way about like modern horror movies, but that's how I am with modern comedies. I've yet to see something that really just blew me away. Really just like made me crack up, you know, or maybe like fall on my knees laughing. What is going on? Red Right Hand is an underrated dark comedy. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Means a lot. I have a heart of action films. Dude, I love me some action films for sure. WWE is starting up. Totally fair. I get it. I'm not as interesting as big, sweaty dudes fighting each other. You're right. Like, I wish I was that interesting, but damn. I'm really getting into wrestling lately. After watching Iron Claw, I'm like, I gotta watch a little more wrestling. I gotta figure this whole thing out. Trivia question: what was considered the first slasher film? I mean, like, there's so many movies, like Psycho, what's the Peeping Tom? So many movies that could be considered the first slasher movie. Psycho, Peeping Tom, what's the one about the blood? It's like Bloody something from like early 60s. Black Christmas, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween. I mean, like, there's so many arguments, right, for all those movies. We can talk about that all day. Genuinely could talk about all day, like what's considered the first one. Jason Carpenter is saying, just made it in, Jake, having a terrible day. Cheer me up with something funny. Oh, that's no good. Jason, it seems like you were having a fun weekend. Jason was messaging me over the weekend. Seemed like you were having fun. I'm sorry you're having a terrible Monday, man. Sucks. Garfield was right, dude. Mondays fucking suck. I'm not, Jason, if it makes you feel any better, man, I'm not having too good of a day myself. It's just been stressful. You guys don't want me to trauma dump on you, but I've had a little bit of a stressful day. Little ball of stress over here. I'm just like, jeez. Shit's tough, man. Shit's tough, but we'll make it through it together, Jason. I appreciate you for being here. Thanks for hanging out, and we can make each other's days a little better, my friend. I love it. Jason is saying, after being a member for 12 months, thank you so much again, Jason. Scream 3 celebrated its 24-year mark yesterday. It's 24 years old. Damn. I'm older than Scream 3. That's crazy. I didn't even realize that. That's exciting stuff. Wow. We just watched Scream 3 on the page too. Kind of perfect timing, oddly enough. I was a little ahead of the game there on that one. Damn, killing it. I love this movie. It is so much fun. I know I shit on it a lot, but it's a lot of fun. It's a really good movie. I don't mean to crap on it as much because I really do have a good time with it. Are we going to see Jake in wrestling one day? Dude, did you hear what I said about Tyler Mane earlier, man? I would fucking die. I would get killed. I genuinely would, like, it would be too much. No way. I couldn't do it. I have a lot of respect for those guys. Oh my God. Infinite Sky is saying, has anyone here read Stephen King's novel Revival? Dude, I have not gotten around to this one. I've heard some really good things about it. I've heard it's really dark. Like, I don't spoil it for me. I haven't read it, but I've heard that it's really dark. I hear it's really messed up. It's one I've been wanting to read for a while, though. Jake's busy. Bloody Sunday. Thank you, Hollywood guy. That's the movie I was thinking of earlier. But no, I have not read Revival. I haven't really read a whole bunch of new Stephen King, honestly. I haven't been able to read a lot lately. I've been so busy all the time. But I used to read a lot when I was in high school. Just a lot of Stephen King and Dean Koontz. Like those were the two I revolved around. Dean Koontz is weird though. Like if you ever read Dean Koontz, you're gonna be like, wow, this is just Stephen King if he, instead of Coke, did acid. I think that's my weird way of describing Dean Koontz novels. But he's very weird. He's very all over the place. He has this one novel where it starts off as a horror, right? It's about this guy who, like, just to sum it up real quick, basically he gets this doll in the mail and it turns into a monster. Like it starts growing rapidly and going after him. And then I'm not kidding. After that, somehow it turns into a full-on slapstick comedy. Like from there on out. You try to explain that to me. I can't even explain it. It doesn't even make any sense to me. But I really enjoyed it. It is a mood whiplash, tone whiplash kind of movie. Almost like a Barbarian, you know, where it's constantly like changing pace all over the place. But it was a good story. I thought it was really interesting. Beetlejuice is sounding so good in my opinion. Always wanted a sequel and the title's perfect. You excited? Yeah, you know, next gen, I don't know if I've always wanted a sequel, but I'm down for it. You know, I said in a stream the other day, I love Michael Keaton to death. One of my favorite actors of all time. So I'm not against more of him. Okay. not against that. I'm here for it. I also think the title kind of implies that they're going to do another one too. Beetlejuice. Well, you know, I can't say it again or else, you know, that whole thing will happen. But yeah, no, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be fun. Is it going to be better than the original? Probably not. But I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun for what it is. Blair Hathaway. What's up, Blair? Scream 4 is older than my cat. Hell yeah, dog. I'm older than Scream 4, too. I'm older than most of the Scream movies, but not all of them. Good stuff. Thomas Cook is saying if they do a versus movie again, like Freddy versus Jason, who would you want to see face off? Whoever the new slasher icons are, man. You know, they wanted to do Freddy versus Jason like in the 90s, dude. I mean, I think they wanted to probably do it in the 80s too. But they wanted to do that movie for the longest time, and it's because these two were icons. That's my biggest thing. Like if we do a versus movie, it's got to be because it's two rival franchises that are popping at the same time. Then do a versus movie. Same reason why they did, you know, Alien versus Predator. Same reason they did Freddy versus Jason. I need that. I need two like rival franchises coming together in a little movie together. That'd be sweet. That'd be sick. I think just to be like, you know, okay, Michael versus Leatherface. You know what I mean? Like, there's not really any. I don't know if there's any tension there. There was tension between Freddy and Jason in the business world, and that's what made that movie really interesting. Because if you were a horror fan in the 80s, you were seeing both of those movies, and that's fun. You know, it's fun to be like, oh, they're finally putting them in a movie together. That's awesome. So that's kind of my big thing. If we do a versus movie for two, you know, big horror icons, they kind of got to be rivals, you know, in kind of the same subgenre. Alien versus Predator, another good example. Kind of my big thing. I want to see that. Jumpscare TV is with us tonight. What's up? I'm hoping this new TCM is a remake of the first. If it's a sequel to the last one, then they need to cut the meta shit out because that's no one anyone wants in a new TCM movie. That's just my opinion. Yeah, if you're talking about the whole like Halloween 2018 rips and all that, that really fell flat for me. The whole Sally Hardesty stuff is not great about that movie, but what I did really like about it was I really enjoyed a lot of the kills. I loved Leatherface. This is maybe controversial, but I did really like some of the characters. Not all of them, but I liked some of the characters. I don't know. For me, I was impressed because I was going into a new Texas Chainsaw with pretty low expectations, man. I mean, you know, the last couple entries, not great, in my opinion. Texas Chainsaw 3D and Leatherface, I don't know. They just didn't do it for me. Just not for me. I have heard some people say they really like these movies. I don't know. Just not my thing. Not my cup of tea, personally. So I saw this movie and I'm like, wow, they made a fun horror film. They made a fun horror film with some crazy ass kills. Cool. Hell yeah, Texas Chainsaw. That's all I needed. That's all I wanted. You know, here's the thing. It's inevitable that we're going to be getting franchise continuations. And you can complain about it all you want. I know, trust me, listen, I'm annoyed by it too. But if we're going to get them, at the very least, they can be fun, right? They're not going to top the original. They're not going to, blow past their predecessors or anything like that. But at the very least, if you make a fun little horror movie, a fun little slasher, and hey, call it a Texas Chainsaw, I'm here for it, man. Me personally, I guess I'm a little more optimistic when it comes to franchise continuations. But if they make a fun, decent sequel, I'm here for it, honestly. That's really all I'm expecting from franchise continuations, which is why I guess I'm a little easier on them compared to original flicks. I wanted to say that was You Stank, is what that was, but that's not what's up. I love your profile picture though. Eustanak, what's up, dog? How's it going? Sequel to Netflix's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Any thoughts? That's the weird thing about this, though. I wanted to piggyback off of that last comment to this. I don't know if it's going to be a sequel to Texas Chainsaw over on Netflix. We don't know that 100%. I kind of hope it is, though, personally. I'm here for it. We kind of got that set up right at the end where it's like he's going back home. He might go back to his family. Maybe the whole family's in the next one. I'm here for that, personally. I think that could be a lot of fun. Maybe there's new members of the family too, because like that's the thing about that pitch, right? Like when the rest of his family all be dead. Well, why can't there be new members of the family that's been living at that house this whole time? That would be cool. That'd be kind of fun. I'm here for it. I'm here for whatever they try to do. Once again, I'm not expecting perfection. I'm not expecting this like airtight idea. As long as it's nothing like glaring, like Texas Chainsaw 3D. You know what I mean? Like that's like, dude, how do you mess that up? That time gap doesn't make sense, dog. It's crazy. As long as it's nothing glaring like that, I'm here for it. Thomas is saying Art versus Megan. That would be such a fast fight, dude. That would be over so fast. Art would like just chop her head off, and that would be it. That would be the end of that. That's why I can see Megan and Chucky going against each other right now. Because, the Chucky TV show's popping off. Megan is running through her movies. Why not do Chucky versus Megan? I know some people are like, oh, that's ridiculous. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, it is totally ridiculous. And Freddy versus Jason is totally ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. But we made it happen, and it was a fun, goofy little movie. So why not? Why not do Chucky versus Megan? Oh, what's going on here? Happy is saying, what the F is happening with Scream 7? Dude, I don't even know. Like, it's my job, and I don't even know. Scream 7 is royally screwed at the moment. They totally got rid of all their cast members, lost the director because of all this drama too. Director was receiving death threats too, which is completely insane to me. Feel so bad for Christopher Landon. Hope he's doing good. Honestly, just all the love and support to that man. Jesus Christ. But yeah, no, it's just been a disaster. Happy. I'm gonna be honest. It has been nothing but just rough stuff, dude. Been nothing but rough news. I'm hoping to get some kind of update here soon, but it's all just kind of been smoke and mirrors the last month or so, I want to say, with updates. Nothing 100% official. It's just kind of been people talking. That's really all it's been, just to catch you up to speed. What happened in January with Scream 7? It's been people talking. That's really it. The people have been just saying shit about what's going on with Spyglass and all that, and that's been about it. Alex19881, what's up, dog? Saying, Jake, I have a suggestion for a future live stream. You should bring on some Stu believers and some Stu deniers to debate each other on the issue of whether Stu Macher is alive or dead. I'd be into it. I'd be down for that. I mean, listen, I have Craven Something Scary on the page all the time. Me and him go back and forth a lot. we go back and forth a lot on Stu being alive or dead. And I have my stipulations if they ever do like a new Nightmare Scream, which I don't think is completely out of the realm of possibilities. Yeah, bring back Matthew Lillard, run it. But I personally can't see a satisfying ending to the franchise where Stu comes back, just to like pop up at the end and be a little random shock. I don't know, man. I love Matthew Lillard. He's so great. Have him play somebody else. If they want him in the movie so bad, have him play another character. Sure. I mean, he's great. I love Matthew Lillard, and I think he's fun. He's decent in the Five Nights at Freddy's movies. It's cool to see him in a horror movie again. It's great. I love seeing him coming back like how he has been. But I don't know. I've yet to hear an idea that doesn't sound more than fan service to me, And I'm an open-minded individual. If someone pitches me something where I'm like, whoa, that's really good. That motive is like groundbreaking. And honestly, here's my thing. I'm at this point with Scream 7 after Scream 6 where the biggest thing I want from the next movie is just an original motive. Like that's all I want. If they do that, I will be impressed. If Stu comes back and he has this wild, crazy motive that's like not at all what you were expecting, like if it's just revenge, boring, dude. Come on, man. I don't want to see that. I want to see like this wild ass new motive that's never been done before. That, I'll take it. I don't need to be fooled by who the killer's been this entire time. I just want a motive that's not family-oriented revenge or revenge of any kind. If we can find a different way to do it, I'm here for it. I excuse Scream 6 because at least they kind of they took it down a different path a little bit, I guess. But I want that, like, man, I want the Jill motive back. I want the Richie motive back. Like, those were cool. It was like, oh, that's different. Okay. That doesn't feel soap opera-y. That feels like inspired by shit going on in the horror space right now. That's fun. I like that. It makes me feel nostalgic for that time period. Like, you go back and watch Scream 4 and you're like, oh, okay. Like, I'm thinking about all the remakes from that time period now. That's what Scream should do. It's the franchise for horror nerds. Like, yes, that's what all your aspects should be. I love that. That's great. I miss that. I think Screams 4 and 5 do that really well. So I'm hoping to see that in 7, whatever the motive for whoever the killer is. Honestly, like I'm really at the point where it could be Stu as long as the motive is good. I just want a good motive. I just want something to chew on with the motive and not just, yeah, they did it because, Sydney messed with their family in the past or something. I don't know. Anything. Like I'll take anything at this point. John, what's up, John? How's it going, man? Holy shit. John, you got some killer looking hair there, man. Oh my God. I can't tell if that's snow on ya or what's going on, but I like the hair. I like the hair color too. Friday the 13th reboot, any news? Well, here's what we know. The show is still happening. The showrunner was under some fire a little while back. I don't know what's going on with that, but from last I heard, that show is still happening, still making it happen, still going strong. Really no big updates, no like crazy big developments or nothing. We also heard from, what's his name? Oh my God. Not Victor Miller, but the other guy. Sean S. Cunningham, sorry. We also heard from Sean S. Cunningham recently that he was working on some kind of new movie because he technically owns parts of the rights. He can make a Friday the 13th movie. So I don't know what's going on with that. That was the last we heard and just no updates since, my friend. So hoping we get something. Hoping we get some kind of reboot news or whatever. Jason is saying your live stream is already cheering me up. You rock, man. You rock, Jason. Don't forget that, man. You rock. Thanks for being here, dude. I really appreciate you. How would you get Blumhouse back on track? That's actually that's a really good question. I have no faith, dude. I have no faith in Imaginary either. What would I do to get Blumhouse back on track? I mean, look, here's the thing. I look at their last year of releases, and a lot of it just feels very uninspired. Like a lot of, they're just making anything into a movie and releasing it. That's my big thing. Get some just genuinely good horror writers and directors to make something special for them. And I'm not saying like we should gatekeep. I'm not saying we should like just not let anybody new in, but we're letting these like Blumhouse is just letting these people come in who really have no credits to their name or nothing like super popular, just write their horror movies. Like, look at what the Evil Dead franchise is doing. I'm sorry, I'm never going to stop talking about this. Evil Dead is onto some crazy, like some next level shit that no other franchise is doing right now, and I don't know why. Like, if I was a horror franchise right now and I saw what Evil Dead was doing, I would be like, we're doing that to a T because that's working. If I were Blumhouse, what I would do is, keep making your Five Nights at Freddy's, make your Dead by Daylight movie. These are all going to make a bunch of money, of course, because we're in the golden age of video game movies. Keep making those. But honest to God, like find some up and comer who's made something really special in the indie scene that a lot of people really like. Give this guy like a little bit of money, $1 to $5 million. Have him do something good for you. Like, I don't know why we're working with certain people who I don't want to name. I don't want to name because I don't want to be mean, but there are some people that I'm like, why are you giving this guy another chance? Like, dude, come on, man. Like, what's going on, Blumhouse? I'm really hoping that for their future and to secure good movies, so that you don't have another Night Swim, you don't have another Totally Killer, you don't have another Exorcist Believer. Work with people who are like killing it in the indie scene. Remember that conversation we were talking about earlier about like there are certain filmmakers who are just hungry. They want an opportunity. They want something good. They want that hit. Give us that, dude. Those people are out there. These people are making killer movies for like no money. And if Blumhouse were to just reach out to them, give them $5 million, they could make a little indie horror movie that I guarantee you will make smile money. 200 million. I guarantee it, man. Or close to it, like 100 to 200 million range. I mean, dude, listen. Evil Dead Rise is a testament to that. Lee Cronin made this weird little A24 horror movie, and then he makes Evil Dead Rise, which is a banger. Loved it. It was great. So much fun. I don't know. I'm just hoping they get their shit together, because what the fuck was Night Swim, dude? What even was that? That was the third act of that was literally the third act of Insidious 1 and Insidious 2 just blended up into a messed up little mishmash ending. I was like, what? It hurts. Hurts a little bit. But I'm with you, man. I'm going to see Imaginary. I don't know. The trailer looked funny. I don't know. Hey, Dad, are you hyped for the new Bill Skarsgård Nosferatu movie? Do you think it's going to be good or dog water? I think it's going to be good. Honestly, I got faith in it. Not only do I love Bill Skarsgård and like pretty much the rest of the cast, the director's fantastic too. It's coming from Robert Eggers, who I loved his first 3 movies big time. He makes some killer flicks, like The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman. All 3 of those really good, in my opinion. I really liked all of those. The Northman is kind of just Hamlet, which I heard someone say that, and I'm like, and I watched it again, and I'm like, oh my God, this is just Hamlet. That's really funny. But it's good. It's a really good movie. I really like all 3 of them. So I don't know. I think it's going to be really good. I love the idea of him doing Nosferatu too. I feel like he's the perfect director for that. He loves period pieces. Like, dude's obsessed with it. He is like Robert Eggers, and I guarantee you he takes this as a compliment. He is like the definition of born in the wrong generation. Like he was not supposed to exist in this time period. He should have been born like 100 years ago. And he probably would have been much happier. But I don't know. I think he's perfect to do Nosferatu. He loves older movies. You can just tell in his filmography that he loves older movies. But I'm here. I'm here for it, man. I'm excited to see what he does next. I skipped Night Swim as well. Almost watched it in theaters, though. Ooh. You might have made the right choice there, Infinite Sky. Christopher Sean wants Jill Roberts back. She was an awesome killer. She's one of my favorites in the whole franchise. Tell you what. That reveal is brutal. It's upsetting too. That to me is like the most upsetting Ghostface reveal. God, I love it. Mr. L is with us. What's up, Mr. L? How's it going? Blumhouse is definitely going downhill in quality. Yeah, it's been a shame, my friend. I think at one point Blumhouse was awesome. You know, there was a time maybe like 5 years ago or so where people were like, oh, Blumhouse movies, you know, like, oh, those suck. And I'm like, no, man, Blumhouse movies are awesome. Like they're a little more commercial, but I love them. I think there's a lot of good stuff coming out of Blumhouse. I can't say the same nowadays. I don't know. Like they've just kind of, they fell off, man. It's a shame. Albert Pedroza is asking a really good question. Do we know who's writing Saw 11? Dude, we don't. Josh Stolberg and Pete Goldfinger, who did the last 3 movies, they are not writing Saw 11. It's going to be totally different people. I don't know. I don't know who's going to write it. Here's the thing though, right? Movie comes out in 8 months. They have to have a script already. Like there's no way they don't. There's no way, you can't tell me they don't. So I think for sure they have a script. Someone's already written it. They just haven't announced it. Like, dude, Kevin Gruder didn't get the job today when that all got announced. No. Kevin Gruder got the job like maybe a month ago at like the latest, I would say. So they have a script already. They just haven't announced it yet. Oh, wait, for real? The Northman is the original story that Hamlet was based on. Wait, no fucking way. Really? Okay, that I didn't know. I genuinely watched it again, and I'm just like, wait, this is Hamlet. Look at the plot beats. That's funny. No way. I really didn't know that. Interesting. You learn something new every day. Have we talked on TCM Legacy yet? Joshua, we did a little bit. The other thing I'll say about it, though, is it's got a really interesting plot description, if this rumor is true. We didn't talk about this, so I'll bring this up. It's going to be about an idyllic neighborhood in Texas somewhere, like a gated community. It's very similar to some of the themes in Texas Chainsaw 2022, which is why I think it's a sequel to that one. It's about like this like renovated, idyllic, gorgeous little gated community in Texas that gets, you know, ransacked by the Leatherface and the gang, the Sawyer family. So I really think it's a sequel to 2022. That's just thematically sounds like a sequel to that one, considering some of the stuff that 2022 was talking about. So I think for sure it's gonna. I think like I'm 90% sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm like 90% sure it's gonna be a sequel to the 2022 movie, and I'm kind of here for that. Like a little change up of location. You know, I know some people hear that and they're like, I don't know if it's really gonna be Texas Chainsaw, if it's gonna be in like kind of a nice suburban area. But I think that's going to be kind of part of the mystique of this one, to make it something different, you know? Like, you're going to be literally, like, surrounded by what is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but in here, in this little gated community, it's all gorgeous and beautiful, you know, green grass and all that crazy shit. I'm kind of down for that. I'm kind of down to see Leatherface running around in something a little more suburban. Like, that's really different. That's like, I'm here to see it. And maybe it falls flat, you know, maybe it does suck, but I'm down for something new. I'm down to try something else. Why not? Anything's gonna be better than the set on the last movie that looked like a set. Ooh, that was kind of bad. I wasn't crazy about that. Kind of wasn't crazy about the set of the last movie. I loved the sunflowers though. That was awesome. But like the town specifically, I hate to sound. This is gonna sound so picky, but it just kind of looked like a set to me. You know, it looked like we were on a soundstage for like a cowboy western movie or something. It was weird. I don't know. What else is going on? I think I'm probably gonna sign off here in a sec, but I do want to say hi to a few more people. What we need is a horror movie based on dogmen, not werewolves, other than The Beast of Bray Road. I don't know what dogmen are in comparison to werewolves. How do they differ? Like, how do they differ? Are we talking about just like people who can turn into giant dogs? Because I'm here for that. And Marley Kai is bringing up dog soldiers too, which you know, pretty much werewolves, but an interesting movie. It's kind of just Predator with werewolves. Same thing, but it's fun. Fun movie. Aqua Death is saying in the Versus series, if Terrifier 2 loses this round, you would have already used both movies. Would you put Terrifier or Terrifier 2 back up again? Yes. Yeah, no, it doesn't mean, you know, doesn't mean they're gone. Doesn't mean like that's the only time I'm comparing them. There are other movies to compare them to. In all fairness, I think like a Terrifier versus Texas Chainsaw Massacre would be a good matchup too. Like both very brutal slashers, but both very, you know, very shocking movies for their time. So I can see that kind of being like movies to pit against each other. I do want to start doing versus videos where it's the same movie, like same franchise, but different movies. And I don't know how to I haven't figured out how to approach that yet, because the whole thing has been whoever wins gets a point on the board. So I don't know how to do that. Like, I really want to do Scream 1996 versus Scream 2022. That's a video I've been trying to figure out for a little while now, and I don't know how to. I don't know how to approach that, because how do you do that? You know what I mean? What Scream wins? You know, there's no tension there, right? Scream gets a point on the board. There's nothing. I almost feel like we could do like something where it's like, okay, we're going to vote for a different franchise that has the least amount of points so that they get a point on the board. That was something I was thinking about, but I almost feel like that's a cop-out, right? Like, is that a cop-out maybe? Just to get points for another franchise? I don't know. I think it could be fun. But the thing I'm noticing is Scream tends to win a little more. You know, we had someone comment on one of the polls who was saying, I've never seen Halloween Kills, so I'm voting for Scream 6. And I was like, that's tough, because now we're getting votes that maybe are undeserved, you know? So I'm trying to figure something out. I'm thinking about it. I'm figuring it out, Aqua Death. But that's not the last you've seen of the Terrifier movies in the Versus series, I promise. Christopher is saying, hey, KillJoy, Charles Band just announced the new company that can be made with the help of fans. It's called Pulp Noir. One of the movies is called Bad CGI Werewolves. That sounds good. That's all I'm going to say about that, Christopher. No, that's funny stuff. The ultimate versus is Halloween versus Scream. Well, you're not going to believe what we're doing next week, for the love of rock. Damn. Way to spoil it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's next week's video is the original Scream versus the original Halloween. It's going to be a lot of fun. I figured this week's videos is kind of bombing. Like, kind of bombing hard. It's got, what has it got? 274 views. Yikes. So I'm figuring we got to do some classics next week. I'm like, okay, we got to do something else. I feel like people saw Dream Warriors and they were like, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to click on that or not. Which makes me sad. I think Dream Warriors is a really good slasher that deserves a little more praise. Something to be talked about there. But we got to throw something a little more special in the mix for next week. So we're doing this one. We're doing Scream versus Halloween. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I'm working on the video right now. I have no idea who's gonna win that. I got nothing off the top of my head. Like that is such a tie. That's a tie in my opinion, dude. Like I'm gonna have to flip a coin to figure out which one wins. I have no good argument for which one's better either. Like both movies are so good. I don't know. That's a hard choice, dude. I know. Like I got nothing. Well, I'll let you guys sit on that. My Wednesday video, I'm still on the fence about what I'm going to post. I got 2 videos raring to go. Not 100%. Not 100% what's going up Wednesday. Something's going up Wednesday. I'm maybe going to do a little video talking about the I Know What You Did Last Summer stuff tomorrow. And then on Friday, we're talking about Lisa Frankenstein, the new movie from Diablo Cody, who wrote Jennifer's Body. So I'm excited to talk about that brand new movie coming out on Thursday, which I'll have a little review for on Friday. So, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a blast talking with all you guys tonight. Join me on Wednesday for a Scream-focused talk with Child of the Corn, Anthony. Good buddy of mine. Very excited to talk a little Scream theories with him. Join me then. We're doing a little live stream for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original 1974 one. On Friday, join me for that too. Holy crap. Whole bunch of events this week. It's going to be fun. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Peace!